Hello everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the geography class of class 11. Today we will continue chapter 24, ocean water movements. Today we will study from page number 354 to page number 363. Let us see the objectives we have studied in the last class. In the last class, we have studied about ocean waves, structure of ocean waves, causes of waves, tides, origin of tides, the progressive wave theory, types of tides, time interval of tides, tidal current and tidal bore, advantages of tides, and at last we discussed the introduction to the El Nino concepts. The objectives that we are going to study today are ocean currents, difference between waves and currents, causes of origin of currents, types of ocean currents of the Pacific Ocean, ocean currents of the Atlantic Ocean, ocean currents of the Indian Ocean, and at last we will study the role of currents in modifying climates of coastal areas. Now, let us go through the technical terms that are related to today's topic. The first term is ocean current. Regular movement of a mass of water in fairly defined direction over a great distance is known as ocean current. Waves. Upward and downward movement of ocean water due to wind. Gravitational force. The force exerted by a body on the other body due to its mass. Next we have the term force of deflection. The force created due to rotation of the earth that reflects the winds to their right side in the northern hemisphere and to their left side in the southern hemisphere. Atmospheric pressure. The force exerted by the atmosphere on the earth's surface. Winds. Horizontal movement of air is called wind. Precipitation. Falling down of condensed water vapor from the atmosphere to the earth in the form of rainfall, snowfall, hail, etc. The next term is evaporation. The process by which water changes into water vapor on heating. Insolation. Amount of heat received by the earth from the sun. Pressure gradient. Difference between the atmospheric pressure of two places. Salinity. Amount of salt present in the ocean. Density. The density of any substance is its mass per unit volume, which is expressed in gram per cubic centimeter. Topography. Landforms or physical features. Drift. Continuous slow movement of ocean water in a definite direction under the influence of prevailing winds. The examples are North Atlantic drift and West wind drift. Strait. A narrow stretch of water that joins two large water bodies and separates two large land masses. Fog. A type of cloud formed near the ground in winters. Ocean currents can be compared with rivers on the land because water in the current moves forward while the water on the sides remain stationary. So we can say that ocean currents are large rivers in the oceans. Ocean currents are different from the sea waves. In sea waves, water just moves upward and downward. There is no forward movement of the water, whereas in ocean currents, water moves forward along with the currents. Waves are confined to the sea surface only, whereas currents have their effects up to a greater depth. Speed of waves depend on local winds. Currents are influenced by planetary winds. Size of waves depend on the depth of the water, but currents are always deep. Waves are temporary and irregular, but currents are permanent and continue to flow in a particular direction. Now, let us see the various causes of origin of currents. The origin and nature of the movement of currents are related to four sets of factors. The first sets of factors are related to Earth's rotation, which are gravitational force and force of deflection. Due to the rotation of the Earth, a force of deflection is created on the Earth's surface, which deflect the water and the air to their right side in the northern hemisphere and to their left side in the southern hemisphere. So, the ocean currents are always deflected towards right side in the northern hemisphere and towards their left side in the southern hemisphere. The second sets of factors are the factors originating outside the sea, which includes atmospheric pressure, winds, precipitation, evaporation and insolation, and all these factors are interrelated. We know that the equatorial region receives high amount of insolation from the sun, due to which there is high temperature, which results in high rate of evaporation and heavy rainfall in the equatorial region. As it rains every day in the equatorial region, the water level in the ocean increases, whereas the polar areas, which are cooler, have less precipitation, so they have less water in the oceans. So, warm ocean currents start flowing from the equatorial region, where the water is more, to the polar region, and from the polar region the cold water get a push and they move towards equator in the form of cold currents. Now we will study about the types of ocean currents. There are two types of ocean currents. Here at the bottom in the left corner I have shown them with the two arrows. I have shown warm current with red color and cold current in blue color. Warm current flow from equator, this is the line of equator, to poles. Like this we can take. First, the ocean currents in the world, they move from east to west parallel to equator. Then the warm current moves towards the pole. Warm current in the northern hemisphere are deflected towards their right side. It is due to rotation of the earth, I have discussed with you. And in the south, the same deflection is there, but towards the left side. So, we can say that warm current flow from equator to poles, whereas the cold current, they flow from poles to equator. In both the hemisphere, from poles to equator in both the hemisphere. Or we can say that warm currents flow from warm areas of the low latitude or equatorial areas to the colder areas of high latitude, like this, or to the polar areas. High latitude means the areas near the poles in both the hemispheres. So they blow from warm tropical or equatorial region to cold polar regions or high latitudes. On the other hand, the cold currents flow from the colder high latitudes to warmer low latitudes in the both hemispheres. So, these are the two types of ocean currents, warm current and cold current. Now children, we will study the ocean currents of the world in detail. First of all, we will discuss the ocean currents of Atlantic Ocean. So, this is the Atlantic Ocean. We must remember that in the world, the ocean currents move from east to west parallel to equator in the both hemisphere. So these ocean currents are called equatorial current. They blow parallel to equator throughout the world. So the first ocean current we have in the Atlantic Ocean is the north equatorial current and the south equatorial current here. When the equatorial current strike with South America, they bifurcate into two parts. One part move towards the north like this along the coast of South America. The other it moves towards south along the coast of Brazil. This deflection is due to the rotation of the earth. So the ocean currents are deflected towards their right side in northern hemisphere and towards their left side in the southern hemisphere. The north equatorial current reaches the West Indies. These are the islands of West Indies and here they are named as Antilles current. After crossing the West Indies, the Antilles current reach Gulf of Mexico. This is Gulf of Mexico, the largest gulf in the world. Here the longest river of North America, that is river Mississippi, falls. So here the current merge with the water of river Mississippi and this is the part of USA which is called the Florida Gulf. This is Cape of Florida which I have shown in green color. Here the currents are named as the Florida current. From here the current flow parallel to the eastern coast of North America as the Gulf Stream. It is named after the Gulf of Mexico. From the Grand Banks is one of the best fishing ground in the world in Newfoundland. From the Grand Bank, the Gulf Stream moves eastward like this because it is under the influence of the prevailing westerlies. Here the westerlies prevail. So they blow like this and move towards Europe. It reaches till the Arctic Ocean. Here it is named as the North Atlantic Drift. Drift because it is under the influence of the westerlies. So it moves slowly towards Europe under the influence of the westerlies, that is the permanent winds. When the North Atlantic Drift reaches the coast of Norway, here they are named as Norwegian current after the country Norway. As the North Atlantic Drift is a warm current, it increases the temperature of the coastal areas of Europe. Hence, the seaports of Europe are open even in the winters as all the ice melt due to the warm North Atlantic drift, whereas at the same time the seaports of the eastern coast of North America, that is USA and Canada, remain closed in winters because their seaports are frozen. They freeze due to low temperature. One part of the North Atlantic drift strike with the British Isles, that is UK and Ireland, and it moves southwards as cold current. When they reach the northwestern part of Africa, they are called Canaries current because they reach the Canary Island. So they are named after the island, that is Canary. Finally, the Canaries merge with the north equatorial current, and this circuit is complete. You can see this is a clockwise circuit of the ocean current in the northern hemisphere. It is due to rotation of the earth that they are moving towards their right side. Now, from the Arctic Ocean, two currents flow towards Atlantic Ocean. One is the cold Labrador current, which flows between the Labrador Plateau of Canada and Greenland. The other one is the East Greenland current, which flows along the eastern coast of Greenland. So you have seen that maximum ocean currents are named after the areas where they are flowing. Now let us see how the ocean currents of North Atlantic Ocean affect the climate of the coastal areas. The cold Labrador current meet with the warm Gulf Stream in Newfoundland. Due to the meeting of the warm Gulf Stream and cold Labrador current, thick fog is formed in Newfoundland, which is not good for navigation as they hinder visibility. Due to the warm Antilles, Florida and Gulf Stream, the eastern coast of North America, mainly USA, receives heavy rainfall. We have already discussed that the warm North Atlantic drift increase the temperature of the coastal areas of Western Europe and melts all ice here. The cold Canaries current have resulted in the formation of the largest desert of the world, that is the Sahara Desert of Africa. We have already discussed that the cold ocean currents leads to the formation of deserts. So children, we have discussed the ocean currents of North Atlantic Ocean. Now we will discuss the ocean currents of South Atlantic Ocean. The first ocean current of the South Atlantic Ocean is the South Equatorial Current. The South Equatorial Current strike with Brazil and move towards south along the coast of Brazil. Here it is named as the warm Brazilian Current. It further moves towards Argentina and reach the Falkland Island. You can see here I have written Falkland Island. As Brazilian current is a warm current, it brings heavy rainfall in the coastal areas of Brazil and Argentina. After 35 degrees south latitude, the Brazil current or Brazilian current merge with the South Atlantic current, which is an extension of cold west wind drift which are the ocean currents, which starts from the Pacific Ocean, and due to the westerlies, they are dragged towards the east. So here the cold current is named as west wind drift because it blows from west to east under the influence of westerlies. And South Atlantic current is one of the part from west wind drift. The west wind drift crosses the whole Indian Ocean and reach the western coast of Australia. This we'll discuss in the ocean current of Indian Ocean. The South Atlantic current moves towards north along the coast of Africa. Here it is named as Benguela current. The cold Benguela current leads to the formation of the Kalahari Desert in South Africa. So you will see that mostly the deserts in the world are located in the western part of the continents as they are affected by the cold currents. Finally, the Benguela current merged with the South Equatorial current. So in this way, you can see that in the South Atlantic Ocean also, the circuit is complete, but this circuit is anti-clockwise, again due to rotation of the earth, because the currents are deflected towards their left side in the southern hemisphere. Now, let's have a look in the list of the ocean currents of Atlantic Ocean. First of all, we have the warm currents of the North Atlantic Ocean. They are North Equatorial Current, Antilles Current, Florida Current, the Gulf Stream, North Atlantic Drift, and the Norwegian Current. The cold currents of North Atlantic Ocean are Labrador Current, East Greenland Current, Canaries Current, and Guinea Current, which is an extension of Canary Current. The warm ocean currents of South Atlantic Ocean are South Equatorial Current and Brazilian Current or Brazil Current. The cold ocean currents of South Atlantic Ocean are South Atlantic Ocean, Benguela Current, Falkland Current, and the West Wind Drift. Now we'll study the ocean currents of the Pacific Ocean. You can refer to your book at page number 356 for the same. This is Pacific Ocean, the largest ocean of the world. The first ocean current of the Pacific Ocean is the North Equatorial Current that flow parallel to equator from east to west. The North Equatorial Current strikes with Philippines. You can see these are the islands of Philippines and are deflected towards north along the coast of Japan. Here it is named as the warm Kuroshio current. As it is a warm current, it brings heavy rainfall in the eastern coast of Japan. From East Japan, the current moves forward as North Pacific Current. The North Pacific Current moves as Alaska Current or British Columbia Current in the Gulf of Alaska. Further, it moves southwards along the coast of California as a cold Californian current, and finally it merges with the north equatorial current. In this way, you can see the circuit of the ocean current is completed in the North Pacific Ocean, which is clockwise, as it is the northern hemisphere. In the North Pacific Ocean, we have two more cold currents. One is the Okhotsk current, which blow along the eastern coast of Russia, and the other one is the Oyashio current, which crosses the Bering Strait and flow along the eastern coast of Russia, and finally it merges with the warm Kuroshio current in the eastern coast of Japan. As a result of the meeting of the warm Kuroshio current and the cold Oyashio current, thick fog is formed in the eastern coast of Japan, which is again not good for navigation as it hinders visibility. So, here are the two cold currents coming from Arctic Ocean. One is Okhotsk current and the other one is the Oyashio current. So, these were the ocean currents of North Pacific Ocean. Now, let us discuss the ocean currents of South Pacific Ocean. The first ocean current of the South Pacific Ocean is the South Equatorial Current, which run parallel to the equator, and North Equatorial Current from east to west. The South Equatorial Current strikes with the New Guinea island, then it deflects towards south along the eastern coast of Australia. Here it is named as East Australian Current. The East Australian Current further moves as the South Pacific Current and merges with the cold west wind drift. As I told you earlier also that the west wind drift flows in the whole world from west to east due to the prevailing westerlies. West wind drift further reach South America and strike the western coast of South America along the coast of Chile. From here it moves northward towards Peru. Here it is named as cold Peruvian current or cold Humboldt current. Due to the cold Peruvian current or Humboldt current, the Atacama Desert is created, which is the driest desert in the world with less than 10 centimeter of rainfall. The East Australian Current brings heavy rainfall along the eastern coast of Australia. The Peruvian Current finally merges with the South Equatorial Current, and in this way the whole circuit is completed in an anti-clockwise direction in the South Pacific Ocean as it lies in the southern hemisphere. This is the effect of again the rotation of the earth. So here we have the complete map of the ocean currents of Pacific Ocean. You can refer to this map anytime. So, let's have a look on the ocean currents of Pacific Ocean. The warm ocean currents of North Pacific Ocean are North Equatorial Current, Kuroshio Current, North Pacific Current, British Columbia or Alaska Current. The cold currents of North Pacific Ocean are Okhotsk Current, Oyashio Current, Kuril Current and Californian Current. The warm ocean currents of South Pacific Ocean are South Australian Current, East Australian Current, Counter Equatorial Current. The cold currents of South Pacific Ocean are South Pacific Current, Peru or Humboldt Current and West Wind Drift. Let's study the rest of the ocean currents of the world. Now, we will study the ocean currents of Indian Ocean. This is Indian Ocean. It lies to the south of India and it is the only ocean in the world which is named after a country, that is India. The first ocean current of the Indian Ocean is the North Equatorial Current. The North Equatorial Current first strike with eastern coast of Africa and is deflected towards north towards the Arabian Sea. Here it flows as southwest monsoon drift. In Bay of Bengal also it moves as southwest monsoon drift. It is called a drift because it is under the influence of the monsoon winds. Here you can see that the southwest monsoon drift flow clockwise. But in winter, the southwest monsoon drift is replaced by northeast monsoon winds because we know that the monsoon winds change their direction with change in season. So, the ocean currents also change their direction in the Indian Ocean in winter. Now, let us see the ocean current of South Indian Ocean. When the North Equatorial Current strikes with the eastern coast of Africa, the water is piled up there and from there the current reverses in the form of counter equatorial current. So, first ocean current of South Indian Ocean is the counter equatorial current. Then we have the South Equatorial Current that flow from east to west, as I told you, in the whole world parallel to equator. The South Equatorial Current divides itself into two parts when it reaches the Madagascar island, which I have shown here in green color. One part moves along the eastern coast of Madagascar island and is called Madagascar Current, and the other part moves in the west of Madagascar island along the Mozambique coast of Africa and is named as Mozambique Current. So, this is Mozambique Current. One part of the Madagascar Current merges with the Mozambique Current. Here it is named as Agulhas Current. Further south in the Indian Ocean, we have the West Wind Drift, which we have discussed in the Atlantic Ocean also and in Pacific Ocean also. So this is west wind drift which flows along the west coast of Australia under the influence of westerlies. So here in the western part of Australia, it is named as West Australian current. As the West Australian current is a cold current, it has created a vast desert in the western part of Australia. Finally, the West Australian current merges with the South Equatorial current. So here also we can see the whole circuit is complete, but the circuit is again in the anti-clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere under the influence of rotation of the earth. So this is the complete map of the ocean currents of Indian Ocean. You can use this map as a reference. It's the time to see the list of the ocean currents of Indian Ocean. The warm ocean currents of the North Indian Ocean are North Equatorial Current, Northeast Monsoon Drift, Southwest Monsoon Drift, Counter Equatorial Current. The warm ocean currents of South Indian Ocean are South Equatorial Current, Mozambique Current, Madagascar Current and Agulhas Current. At last we have two cold ocean currents in the South Indian Ocean. They are West Wind Drift and West Australian Current. Now we will wind up the chapter with the role of currents in modifying the climates of coastal areas. First is influence on the temperature. When warm ocean currents reach colder areas, they increase the temperature and keep them warm even in winter. The warm climate of European coast is due to North Atlantic Drift, which is an extension of the warm Gulf Stream. This we have discussed in detail. Thus, the temperature of coastal countries like Great Britain, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Netherlands, etc. are higher during winter than the average temperature for their respective latitudes. The North Atlantic Drift keeps the seaports of Western Europe ice-free and they are open even in winters. On the contrary, the cold Labrador Current decreases the temperature of Newfoundland and this area remains frozen for about 9 months in a year. Next is the effect of ocean current on precipitation. Winds blowing over the warm currents take up moisture and help in increasing precipitation, that is rainfall and snowfall in the coastal areas. For example, the North Atlantic Drift and Kuroshio currents are warm currents and they bring sufficient rainfall in Western Europe and Eastern Japan respectively. On the contrary, cold currents do not cause much rainfall. For example, lack of rainfall in Kalahari Desert in South Africa and Atacama Desert in South America is caused by cold Benguela current and Peru current respectively. Therefore, the areas affected by cold currents are dry deserts and they lie mostly in the western part of the continents. In this map, we can see that almost all deserts are located in the western part of the continents. The last effect of the ocean currents is the formation of fog. The convergence or meeting of warm and cold current causes dense fog For example, thick fogs are caused by the convergence of warm Gulf Stream and cold Labrador Current near Newfoundland, and by the convergence of warm Kuroshio Current and cold Oyashio Current and Kuril Current near eastern coast of Japan. Fog reduces visibility, so they are obstacle for navigation by ships. With this, we complete our today's topic. Hope that you have understood the topic nicely. Your homework is to go through the exercises given on page 369 and page number 370. Exercise number 1 is very short answer type questions. You have to go through question number 2. Give one term for the following. Fifth part, currents flowing from low latitudes to high one. Question number 5, what are different types of currents? Exercise 2nd, question number 4, write a short note on Gulf Stream. Question number 5, why do currents in the North Indian Ocean change their direction in summer and winter? Exercise 3rd, long answer type questions. Question number 1, what are ocean currents? How are they formed? Discuss their effects. Question number 2, how are ocean currents caused? What 4 sets of factors determine the nature and origin of ocean currents? Give concrete examples to illustrate your answer. Question number 3, describe the currents of Pacific and Atlantic Ocean. Question number 4, describe the currents of the Indian Ocean and discuss the effects of monsoon on them. Illustrate your answer with maps. In map work, you have to show the following on the outline map of the world. First is Gulf Stream. Number 2, Brazil Current. Number 3, cold currents of the South Atlantic Ocean. Number 4, Labrador Current. And number 5, Californian Current. This was all about the back exercises. You have to write the answers of the following 6 questions in your copy. The first question is, define ocean current. Name the 2 types of ocean currents. Explain each type with examples. Question number 2, how are ocean currents caused? What 4 sets of factors determine the nature and origin of ocean currents? Give examples to support your answer. Question number 3, describe the ocean currents of the Atlantic Ocean. Question number 4, describe the ocean currents of the Pacific Ocean. Question number 5, describe the ocean current of the Indian Ocean. Question number 6, explain the role of ocean currents in modifying the climate of coastal areas. And on an outline map of the world, show the ocean currents of the world. You must read the chapter from page 354 to page number 363. See the given school links and YouTube links and revise the topic thoroughly. We will meet soon in the next video. Till then, take care. Thank you.